Darcy Rose Johnson over there in Iowa has never felt so lost and never seems to have never struggled so much in her life since Raymond passed. And of course it's always hard when, I suppose, when the family don't seem to either cooperate or toe the line or whatever. I don't know the full ins and outs of this, but maybe to some degree it doesn't matter that side of it. What does matter is at the moment Darcy has this strange feeling of thinking that Raymond has been trying to get her attention just lately, maybe get a message to her. So what we'll do, if that's the case, we're going to try and bring the two worlds together for you there, Darcy, and we will attempt to get in contact with Raymond for you, just to see what message, if any, there is for you there. I'm going to use for this these mediumship cards, and each card has a pre-written message on it, basically. So what we'll do, we'll get the cards like this and we'll shuffle them, and as we shuffle them we ask for Raymond to join us. So let's just settle down now, and as we shuffle we just simply ask, Spirit of Raymond, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Raymond, through these cards and move among us. Spirit of Raymond, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Raymond, through these cards and move among us. Spirit of Raymond, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Raymond, through these cards and move among us. Blessed be to Raymond and all absent friends. And we cut the deck, and where the deck splits is where Raymond will have now left his message. I'll just place the cards just to the side here, just where we can see them. And Raymond, we welcome you to our sitting. We welcome you. You now have the floor to convey whatever message you've been trying to convey to Darcy. And we'll now just pull out the first card and see what the first thing is. I normally pull out 3 cards, a bit like beginning, middle and end, I suppose you could call it, when you're making a statement. It's a bit like that, isn't it? So excuse me, that's not the screen. Just with the camera there. I've just got the screen so I can see it as well. So I'm sort of viewing this with you at the same time. We're all viewing it as well. It's just I get the live broadcast. But of course, because Raymond is in a timeless spiritual dimension, in a way, when you're watching this recording, of course, this is now, isn't it, for Raymond again? And maybe as we make this recording, this isn't really intended for now as I'm recording it in this time, but is intended for where you are now. And what the first card is, there's as we see there, there's a pre-written statement on the card, like a sentence, and it just says, I am so much better now. That's what Raymond is saying to you at the moment, Darcy. I'm so much better now. I don't know if Raymond was ill or what was going on there, but certainly whatever this was about, he certainly feels, he does feel better, literally, in that, as it says. He's used that card with that statement. I mean, he probably might not use those exact words if he was, not so much if he was alive and said it, but you know what I mean, if he was to say himself, he probably would use different words, I don't know. But he's using that. You could say these cards are a bit like a phrase book from the other side, aren't they? You pick the phrase you want to say and then hand it over. I suppose it's a similar thing to what disabled people do when they communicate, although with computers and things now and the technology so advanced that we can just communicate normally, sometimes they disabled people use, disabled children mainly, I suppose, use a simplified version to get a message across. And these cards are like that, in the sense that Raymond is just trying to say that he's feeling better, he's feeling okay. Maybe he would say, I'm feeling okay now. When I mention disabled people or disabled children, I don't know why. I don't know if did he have a disability? I don't know. With me just locking onto that, I was just using that as an example, but why I should suddenly say that, I don't know. But either way, he's feeling much better. But the rainbow, notice the rainbow there, as if there's something over the rainbow, literally, in that sense. Although you can't see it, doesn't mean he's not there. Although you can't see Raymond, it doesn't mean he's not there. He's much better now, where he is, and that's what he's saying to you, Darcy. And yes, we do miss him, and we know that certainly the family wouldn't approve of certain things, but that's trouble on the earth, isn't it? That's something that we have to sort of deal with in our way here, knowing that time is so precious, in the sense that we've got so little of it. And that we are the lucky ones. I mean, the fact that Raymond has died, that makes him one of the lucky ones, because some people will never be born, will they? Really? So think about that one as we now reveal the next card of what Raymond is saying to you there, Darcy. He's just saying, of course, I feel much better now, Darcy, but he's saying, I'm sorry, please forgive me. I don't know what this is. I don't know what's happened here or what this is about, but certainly I'm feeling much better now, Darcy. But I'm saying, but I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I don't know what this is about, but I'm going to pull another card here, because that might be what he's saying forgive me for. I don't know. Forgive you. What are you trying to say, Raymond? What do you want forgiveness for? Maybe, I don't know, what's this? We just pull out this card here, and we just nice and slow, not to disturb it there, and it's just I had to leave that way. Please forgive me, Darcy, I just had to leave that way. It's just the way I had to go. Forgive me for leaving you, and I got a funny feeling it's this forgive me for leaving you. But I had to leave that way. I just had to go, and that was my time. I suppose a bit like the analogy I use, isn't it, Raymond? The one about the lake. You're saying you had to go there, where in the sense of you pay for I don't know, 10 minutes on in a boat, a rowing boat on a lake, and you go out and row on the lake, and then when the 10 minutes is up, or 20 minutes, or however long it is you paid for, the person on the side who's took your money says, "Come in, number 4, it's time, come in now." And it's just your time to come in, that's it. And of course, the lake analogy, you've paid for it, and you could probably pay for more time, but of course you've got to go in to pay for it, haven't you? So maybe that's what the reincarnation thing is, in the sense that we come to a time and then go, and then we've got to, and then we learn the lessons and do it that way. But Raymond is just really passing over the message that it was just it's time to go, and that's it. I'm feeling better now. I'm just saying, I'm feeling better now, Darcy. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry, but it was just my time to go. I just had to let go that way. It was just my time to go. But I'm sorry for that. But it's just, if ever you can be held responsible, I don't know. I mean, we're responsible for our actions when we're on the earth, unless it's the way he departed. I don't know. I want to fill another card coming here. I don't know why. I just do. Although we've done the 3 here, Darcy, I somehow feel another one coming. Just another one by the looks of it. There is one hanging off there. I'm going to pull that one off next. I always tend to do that just lately, where I pull an extra one and there's just one bloody hanging off. So it looks like we might be pulling 2 cards out there this time, Raymond. So what are the other 2 things you were wanting to say there? You're just wanting to say here, what's this? He's just saying, my death was painless. Please don't worry or hold on to guilt. I'm sorry, Darcy, please forgive me, but I just had to leave that way. At the moment of death for me was painless. I didn't feel any pain. So don't you go worrying, don't you go blaming yourself now. That's what I somehow feel he's saying there. Of course, if he was ill, in pain, of course, that's another thing. But at the moment of death, at the point of death, his actual death itself was painless. So maybe he was drugged up, I don't know, with the things they can give you these days, I don't know. Maybe, I honestly don't know. But that's just what I'm sort of getting from that, you know. And this other one that was hanging off, we've had a couple like that now, where we've had them sort of hanging off, and that sort of one's hanging off, but I know I pulled that off there, so that doesn't count. We just want to see what this is about here. Is this like a final thing? Yes, that's a very important thing. He's just wanting to say. He's saying, Darcy, whatever you, and I know you're missing me a hell of a lot, but I just want you to know that I'm just a thought away. Just by you even thinking about me, I'm there. And isn't that nice that he said that? I suppose we can just do that in brief, can't we? Just pull the cards out and just give the message again there for you there, Raymond. He's just saying to you there, Darcy, in brief there or whatever. I'm so much better now, Darcy. I'm so much better now. But forgive me, please. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I just had to leave that way. That's just the way I had to go. It was just my time, and that's That's all. But whatever you're thinking now, I want you to know that at the time of death, at the point of death, it was painless. I didn't feel any pain. So don't you go worrying, don't you feeling guilty there, don't go blaming yourself for anything now. And I just want you to know, I know you miss me, and in a way I miss you, because I'm not, I mean, I'm always with you, but the thing I'm just really trying to get to say to you, get your attention about, is the fact that I'm only a thought away. And maybe other things he's trying to get your attention about as well. You said you thought he was trying to get your attention. What sort of thing there? Well, maybe with you being so upset about it, he's just trying to get your attention, just to let you know that he's okay, that he is better, that he is okay. You're saying, come on now, you know. Nobody expects you to be laughing with joy or anything like that, but come on. I mean, I'm sorry about it, but forgive me, but I had to go. I know you're probably even blaming me as well. You're probably blaming me for leaving you. But either way, I just had to go that way, and that's the end of. That's how it is. I just had to go that way, and in the sense we're all going to have to go. We're all going to come over here, but meanwhile, whilst you're still, as he says, whilst you're still sort of there looking out, just remember that I'm only a thought away. You've only got to think about me, Darcy, and I'm there. And you're thinking about me now, I know you are, and that's why I'm here now. And with that, a sense of fading, because the message has been given, and because Raymond, you've had the floor, and we thank you for joining us. We thank you for your time and your energy, and as we just say farewell to you, that you now. We ask that you now rest. Until next time, we gather your cards up there, Raymond, and I'm just going to put your cards there, and then just before I place the rest of the deck on top of your cards, we'll just say, I just want to say to you, Raymond, merry did we meet, merry do we part, and merry may we meet again. We just place the cards on top. And that now, we send Raymond back to the Summerlands, for which he's in anyway, but we just lay Raymond's spirit to rest again. And as we do, we just close our eyes to close the setting itself. We just close our eyes and visualise a door that's wide open with a bright white light coming through it. Could even be Raymond's light, the light where Raymond is. And then we imagine that door closing. Just imagine the door closing now. And as it closes, the light fades out, and then the darkness returns, and we return where we are now here.